Did you know that you can get your hands on the white mask without ever actually needing to attack the nameless white mask NPC? So welcome back to Elden Ring. In this video we're going through how you can get your hands on the white mask, which is going to be incredibly important for bleed builds. The reason is, with this mask, the item increases the player's attack power by 10%, and that will last for 20 seconds once blood loss has been inflicted on an enemy. So if you are running Rivers of Blood, if you are running a bleed like a Seppuku Uchigatana, this is going to be very, very handy. This mask also stacks with the Lord of Blood's Exaltation Talisman. So if you have both of those, your bleed builds are going to be incredible. The one downfall is that if you kill Mohg, you cannot obtain the white mask. You have to get the white mask before you take down Mohg. So if you're really far into your playthrough, you've taken down Mohg, you don't have the white mask, you're either going to have to start a new character or make your way all the way through to get yourself to New Game Plus and then obtain it. And just quickly, before we do get any further into the video, if you're not currently subbed to the channel, make sure you do sub, turn notifications on. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. All support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to support me further as a creator, then check out the links in the description. And let's get back to it. So the white mask, as soon as you arrive in the game, you make your way to the first step from the stranded graveyard and the Cave of Knowledge. You are going to see an NPC called White-Faced Varre. Whiteface is going to lead you on a quest that will eventually let you take yourself to Mohg's dynasty, the underground area, which also has the best rune farms in the game. In order to complete Varré's quest, what you need to do is take down Godric, one of the first main bosses in the game. You have to go to the Round Table Hold, you have to interact with the two fingers, you then have to meet Whiteface or Varré at the Rose Church in Liurnia Lake. After you've done that, he's going to get you to invade other players. Once you have completed that, he's going to ask you to soak a cloth in the blood of a maiden. And it's at that stage you have two choices. You can either go to the west side of Liurnia Lake, you can go to the foot of the four belfries. From there, make your way up to the four belfries. Go to the one at the very top, open the chest, get the key, then head east to the next one down on the hill, use the key, go through that portal, take down the tutorial boss. Then in the church at the very top, there's going to be a dead maiden, you can soak the cloth that way. Or if you head up to the top end of the lake, you will be able to jump your way up to East Rhea Lucaria Gate. That is going to be the area that leads you all the way up to the Grand Lift of Dectus. But if you come round on yourself and you have a look on the map, you are going to see the Church of Inhibition. This is going to, instead of having a boss to take down, the boss is relatively easy, the Grafted Scion, the tutorial one. But instead of a boss, if you want to do it this way, you're going to have an invasion from an NPC to deal with instead. And realistically, I would go the four belfries way and take down the tutorial boss, because on your way through to the church, you're going to be inflicted with madness. And it's a little bit crazy in that area. But inside the Church of Inhibition, you will have a dead maiden you can soak the cloth with as well. Or at least the blood from that dead maiden. So you've got two choices there. After you've done that and you return to Varré, he's going to give you the bloody finger, but if you continue with his dialogue, he's going to give you a medal. You use that medal, it's going to take you to Mohg's dynasty, and then once you are there, if you've managed to take down Godric, you're at this stage and you're level 20, that's all you need to do. If you're finding that you are very weak against the nameless white mask NPC that invades you and drops the white mask, none of that matters. Because what you want to do is, from the Palace Approach Ledge Road, which is going to be the rune farm that's on the hill. If you look across, you've got the bird, the biggest and best rune farms in the game. If you make your way down to where that bird actually sits, you are going to be invaded by the nameless white mask, providing you have not taken down Mohg. What I recommend doing, especially if you are a low level, is get yourself a bow, take a shot at the bird, get it to fall off the cliff, so like you're rune farming, but after that make your way round to where you get invaded. If you just follow the path that's in the video, in the gameplay in the background, you will be able to see exactly how to get there. So when you do get there, and you do get invaded, there are 4 possible locations for this. I'll put an image up on screen now. These are the 4 locations you could possibly find a nameless white mask NPC that invades you, but the beacon at the very bottom of the image is exactly where I got invaded personally, and that is the one that I would definitely go to first. That's the one that's close to the bird that everyone farms runes from. So once you are there, you will get invaded, and this nameless white mask is going to be quite aggressive. If you're a low level, it's tough to take down, it's quite strong. However, if you lead this nameless white mask to the edge of the cliff where the bird falls off, if you get that nameless white mask to lunge at you to attack you, but you yeet yourself off the cliff, as you'll see in the footage, the nameless white mask should follow you, die as well, but the only thing that's going to happen to you is you'll lose your runes, so you just take out the bird, you go back because you're not going to be invaded again, but the white mask will be killed and is going to drop you all of its loot. So you get the loot, you just got to go back and pick up your runes, and it's that simple. You don't ever actually have to attack the nameless white mask, and providing, like say you've gone to a different location to the one shown in the video, if you can keep within their range, so don't take them too far away from like their spawning point, because a lot of enemies in the game teleport back to their spawning point if they go too far. If you can bring any of the other locations, like if you've got them to spawn at say location 2, 3 or 4, if you can get them to go back to the cliff where the bird sits, you can essentially get any of them to fall off that cliff. You just got to take the leap of faith and like, you basically got to kill yourself and get them to follow suit. But you're just going to lose your runes, they're going to give you all their gear. And as I said, that's going to be the best item for blood builds in Elden Ring. A 10% increase to your attack for 20 seconds, and it stacks with the Lord of Blood's Exaltation Talisman. If you want to get your hands on that talisman, you have to make your way to the capital. It's a lot further in the game, but when you are there, if you head into the Lendel Catacombs, you do the puzzle to unlock the main boss room, take down that boss, you'll get the talisman that way. So put those two together in your bleed builds with Rivers of Blood, with Mohg's Spear, whatever you're running, and you've set yourself up for a lot of extra damage. And just remember, there is nothing to do besides create blood loss. So using seppuku, causing the blood loss build up on enemies, anything like that. As long as you are inflicting blood loss, the talisman and the white mask will kick in. And as soon as it does kick in, you've got 20 seconds with a lot of extra damage. Even if you are running something like an assassin build, which is something we recently put together on the channel, it can be literally anything that just covers a blood loss build-up. So you could even run a Morning Star. There are so many different weapons in the game, and the best thing about bleed builds at the moment is Arcane has just been fixed, so the weapons do scale with it properly. So make sure you are putting your bleed builds together, get these items, get that extra damage coming in. But on that note, we're going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.